Welcome back to the Sage Audio channel. Today we'll look at some of the best vocal presets available. We'll describe what the preset does, discuss some changes that you might want to make to the preset, and then listen to some real-time examples of each. So if you could, like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for the full video. But first, if you're an artist, engineer, or producer, and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample of it. All you have to do is set up an account, upload the song, and we do the rest. First up, we have Smooth Vocals Comp by the T-Rax S Opto Compressor. To establish a great foundation for your vocal, one that's balanced and controlled dynamically, the Smooth Vocals Comp preset is incredibly helpful. Simply increase the input until you achieve roughly 5 to 6 dB of compression. At this point, you'll notice an impressively full sound, as if you've added 2 or 3 plugins. But with just this one setting and a little bit of tweaking, you can achieve an impressive vocal presence in seconds. Now, if the sound is too aggressive, or you want an even smoother sound, increase the release time. This will make the compressor behave more like an optical compressor and will glue the vocal together more. Let's take a listen to it.
Stick me down to you. I'm afraid the night will steal me from you. Don't give up without a fight. You the only one who bring me back to life, to life, to life. You bring me back to life.
Number 2 is -16 LUFS Vocals by TE Electronics Brick Wall HD. If you're mastering dialogue, or you simply need your vocal to be loud and at the forefront of a recording, try this preset. In the loudness section of the menu, you'll find this preset listed as number 56. After you select it, you'll notice that the sound hasn't changed. Now, this is because you'll need to click Set Gain. This function measures the current loudness of the vocal, and then once that's done, lets you normalize your vocal's loudness. Now, what's great about this preset, aside from it letting you quickly normalize to a particular loudness, is the transparency with which it affects the vocal. Whereas other limiters would add too much coloration, especially for dialogue, this limiter sounds like it's not even there. Now, this is in part to its adaptive release and the vocal profile setting. Let's take a listen to it.
Stick me down to you. I'm afraid the night will steal me from you. Don't give up without a fight. You the only one who bring me back to life, to life, to life. You bring me back to life.
Number 3 is Magic, which is included on the FabFilter Saturn II. The Magic preset is a lot more subtle than the name would suggest. When selecting it for the first time, I braced myself expecting for an aggressive and loud sound as many presets cause without warning. But I was pleasantly surprised by the gentle yet impressive sound. Magic creates gentle harmonic distortion that varies with the incoming signal. This makes it a lot more realistic than other distortion effects. The sound reminds me of how classic microphones begin to gradually distort when louder passages are sung. The distortion caused by this is never the exact same, since it's highly dependent on the incoming signal. The same could be said about this preset. The modulation is complex and accurate, and would take a fair amount of time to try and set up from the plugin's initial stages. The plugin's tone, frequency response, output, and even stereo image are all carefully modulated, making for a fantastic preset. Let's take a listen to it.
Stick me down to you. I'm afraid the night will steal me from you. Don't give up without a fight. You the only one who bring me back to life, to life, to life. You bring me back to life.
At number 4, we have vocal on the Oxford Dynamics plugin. The vocal preset in the Oxford Dynamics plugin really improves the clarity and presence of a vocal. Immediately, your vocal will sound more powerful and upfront without unwanted harshness. It utilizes an expander, compressor, limiter, and sidechain equalizer to shape the sound of the vocal and clean up loose ends. And one thing I noticed that I changed slightly is the range of the expander. This will vary from vocal to vocal based on the signal's amplitude, but I noticed that it cut off my vocal a little. For that reason, I lessened the range to make any attenuation it caused sound more natural. The only other thing that I changed was enabling the warmth setting. I found that this gave it an almost tube tone with a strong second order harmonic. Let's take a listen to the preset.
Stick me down to you. I'm afraid the night will steal me from you. Don't give up without a fight. You the only one who bring me back to life, to life, to life. You bring me back to life.
At number 5, we have Thick Transmitter on the Soundtoys Effect Rack. Soundtoys doesn't make subtle presets. Instead, they create effects that are obvious and aggressive. If you're looking for a distinctive sound, one indicative of distorted rock vocals, not unlike the Strokes, Thick Transmitter is a great option. The vocal no doubt loses some detail, but in return, it gains a lot of character. It sounds somewhat similar to running a vocal through an amp, but with some extra temporal effects that you won't find on an amp. Now, if you want a slightly clearer vocal, try the fast release setting on the Devil Lock. Additionally, for different timbres, at the bottom of the Decapitator plugin, you can alternate between 5 styles. These range from most clear on the left to the most distorted on the right. Let's take a listen to the preset.
Stick me down to you. I'm afraid the night will steal me from you. Don't give up without a fight. You the only one who bring me back to life, to life, to life. You bring me back to life.
At number 6, we have VT Female Vocal on the PSP Old Timer Multiband. Multiband compressors aren't super common on vocals, but they can be incredibly useful on a lead. Now, this is the case with the PSP Old Timer Multiband, a compressor that works well at making a vocal present, but also smooth and pleasant sounding. VT Female Vocal provides a clear and upfront sound, one that also has a good deal of warmth. The low end of the vocal is made more mono, but the high and mid frequencies are spread into the stereo inside image. Furthermore, the high frequencies are amplified, resulting in an airy and distinct sound that'll help the vocal sit on top of a mix. Lastly, tube emulation adds some harmonic distortion, with the default being second order harmonics. Let's take a listen to it.
Stick me down to you. I'm afraid the night will steal me from you. Don't give up without a fight. You the only one who bring me back to life, to life, to life. You bring me back to life.
Last up, we have Huge Vocal by Lustrous Plates. Reverb can be a very subjective part of vocal processing. It'll almost always depend on the vocalist, the mix, the genre, and other factors. But the huge vocal setting on the convolution, lustrous plates is undeniably good sounding. Regardless of the genre, there's always a way to incorporate this sound into your mixes. If you're working on psych rock, keep the effect as strong as it is naturally. Now, if you want a more reserved sound, reduce the mix dial. If you're working on a rap track, increase the high frequency range of the reverb for extra air and crispness. Now, whatever the case, the plugin gives you enough control to change anything about it that you need to, all while providing you with a great foundation for your vocals reverb. Let's take a listen to it.
Stick me down to you. I'm afraid I will send me from you. Don't give up without a fight. You're the only one who bring me back to life, to life, to life. You bring me back to life.
So, these are our picks for some of the best vocal presets, but what do you think? Is there a preset you love that we didn't mention here? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you're an artist or an engineer, send us one of your mixes at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. All you have to do is set up an account, upload the song, and we do the rest. But thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and share this video with your friends. This way we know if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every week, and subscribing is the best way to stay up to date. There's a comment section where you can leave your thoughts on this video, or you can make a suggestion for a future video. And again, if you're an artist or an engineer and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.